What is going on, guys? Back with another video. So when it comes to altcoins, specifically the AI altcoins, we've got the big players, the likes of Tau, the likes of Near, Render, Virtuals, and we want to find the projects that can go on to smash through those $1 billion of market cap. And again, when it comes to these projects, some of the most important aspects are marketing, how well the project markets. And these three projects, which are low caps, I believe are some of the best when it comes to marketing. And I think some of the lower cap projects, the micro caps, could look up to these projects to really use what they do when it comes to marketing, right? So the first one on the list, guys, is AITECH. Now, this is a project which pretty much everyone knows about, right? A simple thing you can come and have a look is when it comes to CoinGecko, it's added on 150,000 people's watch list. And again, when it comes to a solid project, something which still has really good upside, I still think AITECH is a good buy. A lot of bullish news come in, and again, you should have been buying this at the lows where it was a very good opportunity to DCA. And of course, since then, it has been on a massive rally. But ultimately, I still think this still has huge upside, right? So again, the good thing with AITECH, it gives you that cross-narrative exposure. You've got AI agents deep in, also a launchpad, and also they have, other utilities in the form of different cards and, also a VPN. So there's a lot of good things going on this as well. A very solid token utility. And as I've said, this data center is going to be absolutely massive when it comes to how many different businesses, companies, organizations this is going to onboard, specifically within Europe. Again, helping to compete, keep high performance computing power within Europe. And again, very good partners, NVIDIA, IBM, BNB Chain, and also something which is good about this, it is also on base as well, which is really important, right? You want that, exposure to something which is really bullish. And again, guys, when you look at the volume on AITECH as well, $20 million, very, very healthy. Majority of the supply is out. And where this really shines, guys, is when it comes to the marketing, right? Because they know how to advertise, they know how to get influencers on board, and they know how to post and get hype, right? When you have a look at the engagement, very, very good. You can see just how many views, how many likes they get. And again, this is them who, here they're going to be launched on one of the largest US digital platforms with 10 million plus users. And again, this is essentially very likely to be Kraken. And then, just more and more updates. You've got here the AI Tech data center going live Thursday, June the 12th. So again, not far for that massive, massive launch. NVIDIA powered, and again, this is really gonna, get a lot of hype on. Could it be something, like when it comes, will there be a sell-off again? No one really knows, but ultimately, I still think this has a lot of very good potential. Another factor with AI Tech, guys, is when you come over to YouTube, there are so many different YouTubers covering this. Now, whether or not these are paid or, just sort of, people who enjoy the project or like the project, this is something which is really important, right? When it comes to marketing, when it comes to, making people aware, AI Tech is one of the strongest low caps in that sector, and other projects, other micro caps should look up to AI Tech in terms of what they do, to get the word out there. So, as I've said, guys, a very, very strong project. Also within AI agents as well. They do buybacks, they do burns, they do, they post consistently, right? So again, very, very important. And they also give you opportunity to get into other projects with the launchpad as well. So again, guys, very, very solid project. I think it is going to perform exceptionally, exceptionally well. DP narrative is massive, in terms of renting GPUs, and also gives people an opportunity to, earn some passive income. The token also has an immense amount of utility. You need it to basically access all these features. You can stake it as well, also on governance procedures as well. So, very promising project, which still has a lot of upside. And, this market cap, this is for me something which is going to get into the billions of market cap. 1 billion for me is pretty much guaranteed. Of course, not financial advice, but even 2-3 billion is also, very possible. Even 5 billion for me, that is definitely possible for a project like AI Tech. So that would be the first one, which I think has a huge, huge potential and has some of the best marketing across the board. And the second one, which again, very similar when it comes to marketing, is TARS AI. And again, very, very solid when it comes to, marketing. This is slightly smaller market cap. This is around 64 million. Again, decent volume, 6 million, 6 million in trading volume. And again, this is on Solana. So again, it is essentially the main looking to be one of the main projects, AI projects on Solana. They've also received some grants from the Solana Foundation. So this is another very promising project. They have an AI agent marketplace, various different tools as well, chatbots, AI agents, which you can basically ask, a variety of different tasks, etc., etc. And again, what I like about this as well, very good partners, also the likes of Nvidia, also Apple recently as well, which is really good. So they really know how to, get that hype across when it comes to, gaining adoption. And also, when it comes to the agent frameworks offer as well, various different frameworks, Akira, Eliza, Solana, Sona. So a lot of different aspects to this as well. People can essentially launch their own tokenized agent and, basically customize it with the different frameworks and LLM providers as well, like OpenAI, DeepSeek as well. So again, a very promising project. I think it has a lot of potential even from here. And here also they have their AI agent marketplace as well. You can also create your own agent. And the other thing with this as well is when it comes to the marketing, again, huge amount of coverage this gets with different influencers, different YouTubers who, are consistently covering this project. And again, when it comes to the X, when you look at the engagement, very, very healthy engagement, guys, right? They get, over 100,000 in views, a lot of different likes, comments. And again, it just has a very promising community, right? So, even if some people might not necessarily like the project, the product, when it comes to marketing, when it comes to getting hype out there, they know exactly how to do that, right? And you can see here they've also been accepted onto the Apple developer program. Again, they just know how to market, guys, and this is exactly what you want to see. Updates in regards to the product, this is the Sona, the the AI assistant agent. So this is another project you should definitely have on your watch list. As I've said, guys, 64 million market cap level. This is another one which I can see going to the billions of market cap. I think it has a lot of upside from here, even though it has been on, a rally. And again, guys, you need to, weigh up the advantages, disadvantages, if you think it's going to have a pullback or not. But essentially, a very strong project. And the third one, the final one, which I think has, again, some of the best marketing, is ChainGPT. Similar market cap to AITECH, 83 million, very, very good trading volume. And of course, this does have that big Binance listing already. And again, what this is, it gives you, a lot of different exposure to different narratives. This is essentially AI toolkit for a variety of different features. You can see some of the solutions on here. You've got AI agents, assistants, chatbots, NFT generators, AI generated news, smart contract generator. Also, you can basically use this to audit different contracts for different projects. They have a trading assistant. They've got a Telegram chatbot. They also have a launchpad as well. And again, when it comes to your token utility, it has a lot of token utility as well. And they're also working on a lot of other things in the background as well. And as I've said as well, just gives you a good toolkit in terms of having that exposure to a solid project. And as I've said as well, the token has a lot of utility, staking, governance. They also do burns of the token as well, and you basically need the token to access a lot of these different features. So yeah, guys, this is another one which I think is going to perform really well. It's always trending, and another factor about this as well, it has a lot of coverage. A lot of people cover this project. A lot of people make videos on this project as well. Big YouTubers, and essentially that is how retail, how people are going to become aware of these different projects, right? So again, they also have their own channel which has 77,000 subscribers. 1 million followers on X, very, very healthy engagement. And yeah, guys, this is just what you want to see when it comes to a project. Also, they have a launch pad as well, where they do, launch a very good projects, which I think is another very attractive factor to get investors on board. Consistent updates, partnerships, giveaways. So yeah, guys, these are three in the form of AITECH, TOS AI, ChainGPT, between 50 million and 100 million. So they are still, relatively smaller market cap, which have a lot of upside from here, right? And I think they're going to perform well. So yeah, guys, when it comes to some of the other micro caps, the AI projects, they need to take these projects as an example in terms of, what you can expect in terms of, how to get adoption, how to get more, buyers, how to get a bigger community. Marketing is essential. So just a quick video, guys. I think, these three are very solid projects. I think they're going to continue to perform well. And especially when we get another AI rally, these are going to be ones to definitely keep a lookout. So I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. If you did, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon for the next video.